Hey y'all, it's Glenn here. I'm going to do another segment on my addiction series. I think the last time I was talking to you about it, I was talking about getting out of the military and going to Reno. And before I got out of the military, my addiction started getting pretty bad because I had about a year left to go, and before I went to separations and got out, I was doing a lot of drinking, smoking weed, doing a lot of downers, Lily F40s and Valiums and things like, we call them Reds during that time. And I got married, and married this beautiful Hispanic girl. In fact, her parents' parents were from Spain. She was Castellana, they call them. And we had a kid, and I was off in the middle of that addiction with those downers, and I was probably the worst husband in the world. I cheated on her. Sometimes things got physical. Of course, she didn't put up with it, and she hit right back. And a lot of mental abuse. After that marriage is over, something clicked in me, and I never was like that again. I don't know what got into me besides the drugs or why I was like that. I was never home, and being in the military, I wasn't home a lot anyway. But when I was home, I wasn't there. I was out cheating on her. I was out, just being off with my friends and leaving her and the baby at home. So when I got out, I got a job. I was a pipe layer, and I still was never home. And I finally told her she had to leave, and she went back to her mom's. And they were really devout Catholics. So divorce isn't a thing that Catholics like to do. And she was a virgin girl when I married her and everything. And man, I decimated that life. I mean, it really tore her up, what I did. And, at the time, I figured it was everybody else's fault. I was a drug addict. I didn't care about anybody else. And I'll tell you how it cost me. So I would see my kid now and then, and as my drug career got bigger and bigger, I saw him less and less. And the last time I saw him, and I was dead off into methamphetamines and everything, he was 13 years old. He was born in 1977. I haven't seen him since he was 13. That's where drugs took me. For a lot of years I tried to get back in his life, and when I did get off drugs, I tried to explain how I was a drug addict, and like most drug addicts, they think that everything's going to be okay once you start doing good. But you know what? The damage is damage. And the damage was done, and he never wanted to see me again. I'd ask for forgiveness and ask God to forgive me. And I read a passage where God says, if you ask for forgiveness, he said, I throw those sins as far as the east is to the west, and I remember them no more. Unfortunately, we're human beings, and so we carry the baggage all the time. So I've carried that baggage all these years. And even though if you look on my side of the street today, my side of the street's really clean, but if you look over off the ditch, you're going to see all my baggage down there somewhere. I mean, it's just hard to let go. I've let go of it, and I've accepted the fact that I'm not going to see him again. But he was my son, and is my son, and it still hurts inside. But that's some of the damage that I could never get back. I mean, I got most of my family dead, some of my friends, some of my acquaintances, maybe not. In fact, if I saw a few of them, the best thing for me to do is stay away, because no telling what the outcome would be then. And I ran into that problem one time, and I'll tell you about it in another story. But, drugs tear you up, and they tear everybody up. And this is the baggage I have to carry. I wear this on my coattail all the time about my son. He's 46 years old now and still never wanted to see me. And not seeing your own kid from the time he's 13 to 46, As you can imagine carrying that one around. So anyway, this is another part of my story, and it gets better as I go down the line. I don't call it better, but people like hearing it, and so things get really wacky later. Anyway, if you like my stories, and you want to hear more, and just give me a like, and click the link if there is one, and leave a comment, ask a question. I'll for sure answer you. And I'm glad you listened. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.